Anne Frank died in Bergen-Belsen in March 1945, probably in the first week of the month. She was 15 years old. Gina was there holding her hand when the world had abandoned her. A month later, on April 15, 1945, British forces liberated Bergen-Belsen. What they found was beyond comprehension: 60,000 prisoners, most of them desperately ill, and 13,000 unburied corpses. The soldiers wept. Some vomited, others simply walked away, unable to process what they had seen. But one soldier walked toward the horror, not away. His name was Norman Turgill, a British Jewish soldier serving with the Intelligence Corps. He was there to help with the liberation, to interview survivors, to document the unimaginable. Gina was still in the camp hospital, still caring for the sick, still refusing to let go of her humanity. Norman saw her. He later said it was love at first sight, not despite what she had been through, but because of who she had become in its aftermath. She was beautiful, he said. Even in that place, she was beautiful. Norman brought her chocolate. He brought her news of the outside world. He brought her something she had not felt in years: hope. 6 months later, in October 1945, they were married in Lübeck, Germany. The ceremony took place in a synagogue that the Nazis had converted into a stable during the war. Jewish locals, overjoyed at the prospect of a wedding, cleaned it out and prepared it for the occasion. It was the most beautiful day, very cold, very sunny, Gina recalled. Her wedding dress was made from a British Army parachute given to her by Norman's fellow soldiers. Silk white, transformed from an instrument of war into a symbol of new life. That dress now resides in London's Imperial War Museum, a testament to love's stubborn persistence in the face of history's darkest hour. Gina Turgill became known as the Bride of Belsen. It was a strange title for a woman who had seen so much death, but she wore it with grace. She had survived, she had loved. She would not let the Nazis claim her future as they had claimed her past. The couple moved to England, where they built a new life. Gina gave birth to 3 children. Norman worked. They were not rich, but they were together, and Gina, for a time, tried to leave the past where it belonged. "I didn't spend much time thinking about my experience in the Holocaust," she told the USC Shoah Foundation. "On my mind, always I wanted my mother to come over. Then I fell pregnant and I had to cope with that. Then mother came and I had to look after her. There was not time for me to think of my past because I had to think of the time for the future, but the past does not forget, it waits." In 1987, Gina published her memoir, I Light a Candle. The title was deliberate, a reference to the Jewish tradition of lighting candles in memory of the dead and to her own conviction that her survival had a purpose: to bear witness. "My story is the story of one survivor, but it is also the story of 6 million who perished.